we have a great deal of a shift that most of the CEOs coming in today are coming from the CFO position. So they know about efficiencies. They know about driving the cost and cuts down, right? So they're not always the chief growth officer of the company. Now, we had a lot of CEOs for a lot of years who were the chief growth officer. They came from other parts of the business, not from CFOs. It's real critical that you get aligned. To me, to sit down with the other 4 or 5 officers of the company and that we're aligned around the 5 major goals for the company that I have to accomplish. I have to grow a certain rate, have to net a certain amount. We have to have brand values got to move at this thing. Customer satisfaction's got to be at this thing. And I probably usually always had a market share goal. Those were the key ones because my goal, and typically I'm a bull in the China shop or a Mack truck. So I'm driving through, I break rules, that's my job.
Can you talk more about your Kodak experience? Because I think we have a lot to learn from you during your tenure because Kodak was like sinking ship. Your time was exception for Kodak's downfall.
I founded the C-suite. I got a great team lead. And so at Kodak at that time, that was probably one of the best leadership teams I've ever seen. You know, when I first took over, I said, well, how many vendors do we have? And it was tens of thousands of vendors in market. So I said, well, print me out from highest to lowest. And so they brought me this big sheet, a stack of a gray bar paper, printed out with the names. And I went halfway down, tore it off, handed it to my finance person. And I took that sheet and took half and handed it to her and said, send a letter and fire all of these vendors tomorrow. And then I waited, and guess what? I got no complaint, which told me I didn't go deep enough. So by the time I left there, I had 28,000 vendors, and when I left, I had less than 120.